the inaugural westbound Borealis for the final destination of Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota.
On May 21st, 2024, Amtrak launched the Borealis, a daily train between Chicago, Illinois and St. Paul, Minnesota, and I rode the very first northbound train. Led by a beautiful Phase 7 Genesis, we pulled out of Chicago Union Station right on time, headed for our first stop of Glenview. So to make the Borealis, Amtrak took two of their Hiawatha trains, one northbound, one southbound, and extended them to the Twin Cities. So right now we're just operating as normal Hiawatha. This used to be Hiawatha train 333, and again they just extended it. So right now all the station stops, schedules, and timings are all the same up until Milwaukee, and then we just keep going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. So they just handed out this little certificate. They are limited edition. The numbers are different. We stopped at Sturtevant, and then made our way to General Mitchell Airport in Milwaukee, where there was a crowd of reporters and officials there to welcome the train. Not long after, we pulled into Milwaukee. Alright, we're leaving Milwaukee, and now this is the new bit. This is where they extended the train out to make the Borealis, and we're gonna head all the way up to Minneapolis. Well, St. Paul, Minneapolis. Same thing, right? It's the same city, right? They're gonna roast me in the comments for that one. So another difference of the Borealis versus the Hiawatha is that they have a cafe car, which is great because this is like a 7-hour trip and I am hungry. So of course, keeping with the Borealis theme, I got steamed hams. I mean, to be honest, it kind of is steamed because it's in the bag and they put it in the microwave, so like, this might actually be a steamed ham. We continued to make stop after stop in Wisconsin. The cheese state has the most stops along this route, 8 in total. After leaving La Crosse, we entered Minnesota and began to parallel the mighty Mississippi River. The train that would become the Borealis gained life back in 2012, when the Minnesota Department of Transportation requested a feasibility study from Amtrak on adding another train between Chicago and the Twin Cities. Of the 4 possible service patterns, some running into Minneapolis and even to St. Cloud, they chose to end the new service at Union Depot in St. Paul, due to easier operation and lower cost. So what's the big deal? This train already technically existed as a Hiawatha, and all these stations were already served by the Empire Builder. And yet, Amtrak CEO and other public officials spoke at a ceremony in St. Paul prior to the first southbound train's departure. Importantly, the Borealis helps increase frequency and capacity along the busy Chicago Twin Cities corridor, and provides more convenient departure and arrival times than the often delayed Empire Builder. Plus, for many of the smaller communities along the line, the Borealis represents a literal doubling of passenger service in their community. The Borealis provides more connectivity to major cities such as Chicago and Minneapolis-St. Paul for these smaller areas, and conversely allows these areas to be easier destinations for day trips or weekend getaways. The Borealis means a lot to those along the line. Heck, look at what Portage, Wisconsin's least used Amtrak station, did to celebrate the first southbound Borealis. Although on paper, with no new stations or stops, the Borealis may not seem like the most exciting addition to Amtrak's roster. But for everyone along the line, it's an important catalyst for opportunity, mobility, and connectivity.